Hello all, and welcome to our very first week of online math learning. What the rest of this semester is going to look like is we're going to review concepts that you're probably going to need in college, whether that's college algebra or some other class that you need to take for your degree. Now, I'm trying to make sure that these videos are split into chunks. That way you can watch one video Monday, another video Wednesday, whatever you need to do, because I know you're really busy and I don't want to stress you all out. Also, trying to lighten the load so that every week you don't have a crap ton of math to do. That doesn't sound fun, even for the math teacher. So let's go ahead and get started with our very first lesson, which is going to be over exponents. This is going to be video number 1 of 2, like I said, breaking it into chunks, so you can watch this one today, maybe work on a little bit of the assignment, and then work on another one later. So there are 7 rules for exponents that we have to follow. The first video is going to talk about 4 of them, and the second video we'll talk about the rest. So, rule number 1 is going to be our 0 exponent. This one is very, very straightforward. Basically, if you have anything to the 0 power, that is going to equal 1. No ifs, ands, or buts. Couple examples here. If you have 2 to the 0 power, that equals 1. If you have a quantity to a 0 power, doesn't matter what's inside the parentheses, it's going to equal 1. For example, if it was x squared quantity to the 0 power, that's 1. An outrageous example would be something like this. The quantity is all taken to the 0 power, and we could simplify everything inside the parentheses, but it doesn't matter. The answer is just 1. Don't have to worry about that. 1 rule done, 6 more to go. Rule number 2 is our negative exponent. Woo. We don't like negative exponents. Our brains don't comprehend what they actually do. So we have this rule. If you have any variable or any number with a negative exponent, you just put it in the other part of the fraction and the exponent becomes positive. So initially, this x was in the numerator. It is now in the denominator. Nothing else is there, so we have to put a 1 in the numerator. Likewise, if there was a negative exponent in the denominator, to make it positive, we put it in the numerator. And that's the rule. Now, for a couple examples here. We have 2x to the negative 3 times y to the 5th. Now looking at this, we have 3 different items in this problem. We have a coefficient 2, the x, and the y. The only part that has a negative exponent is the x itself. 2 has a 1 exponent, and y has a positive. So, using this negative exponent rule, the only thing that moves to the other part of the fraction is the x. The others stay where they are. Another example is if we have 4 to the negative 2 times x to the 6th. 4 is the only number that has a negative exponent, so that is the only part. Sorry about that. That needs to move. So that goes to the denominator. And then we're smart, we can figure out what 4 squared is, which is 16, and that is our answer. What not to do? A lot of people take this number here and they think, oh, 4 squared is 16, and since it's a negative exponent, it should equal negative 16.